Hey guys, it's Skin Chica Sam. I am super thrilled to be making a follow-up video to the aesthetics exam Q&A video. So this is part 2. This is going to be another quick video on all the questions that I received in the last 7 months, I think, in regards to the first video I made, how I passed my aesthetics exam in 4 days. So I just really wanted to dial down and just answer some more of your questions, just so you have a better understanding on what to expect for state boards and help you to prep for it, so you're not stressing out at the last minute like I did, which is something I highly recommend. Don't procrastinate, just get that shit done and you're gonna be fine, okay? So first things first, first question. Did you use any apps to help you prep for state boards? I did. I used the Esthetician Exam Center app, and that can be found on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And essentially it's an app that costs like $9.99, I believe. And you essentially just like pick out however many questions you want to quiz yourself on all the chapters that could be on the esthetician exam. So it's really, really nice because you can use this app while you're on the go, if you're studying on the train, or if you're, in the back seat of someone's car and you're bored, you can, get on your phone and just play around with it. Or if you're just literally bored and, you're tired of studying because you need a break, just something quick to kind of keep your mind fresh, I highly recommend. So this app is really helpful for that. So it's, again, the Esthetician Exam Center app. And the second question is, how much did the online licensing prep cost from Milady Pro? So this was a really good question because a lot of people, including myself, did not know that there was resources like this online to help you prep for your exam, besides the exam book that you're given through your school. Like my school, we use the Milady book. I know other schools use different ones. I think there's Pivot Point. But anyways, I had no idea. So also make connections in the industry just so you are aware of what to do when you are prepping for your state boards, because there's a lot of people that want to help you. So it's again, it's called the online licensing prep by Milady Pro. So you just go on miladypro.com, I believe is the name of the site, and you literally just look that up in the search box and you click on it and you purchase it, put in your cart, and you're good to go. And it lasts, I think, for a year. It's good for a year until it expires. But it's about 40 bucks. I had a coupon code, so it was much cheaper than that. I think it was like 20% off, but 20% off is 20% off. So it was really affordable for me to, purchase into it and, help me further prep for my exam. And this probably, like if I had to pick out of all the things I used to help me prep for my exam, I would say that this was the number one thing that really helped me feel confident. So I highly recommend getting this no matter what book you have, because it just sets you up for success. So again, it's called the online licensing prep by Milady Pro, and I will link this in the description box so you can literally just click and buy. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I'm just simply trying to help people have all the resources at their disposal to help them study. So yeah, so go and download it, go get it. It's fabulous. I love it. Third question, were you nervous taking your exam? I was leading up to the exam, like when I was driving there, but not at the time of the exam, because I felt so confident and ready to take it. And I was just ready to get it out of the way that it was like kind of like an itch I needed to scratch. So leading up to it, like the drive there, because I had to drive like 2 hours away just to take the exam, I was really nervous. I was like doubting myself and thinking, oh, I'm gonna fail, blah, blah, blah. But then I realized when I got there, oh my God, Sam, you're gonna pass this. Don't even worry. You studied so hard and slept like nothing for 4 days and did everything you could to study. And if you were to fail, you have another chance. But that's something that I don't like to do, is go and retake something. I like to get it done the first time because ain't nobody got time for that. So I was nervous driving there, but when I got there, heck no. And another question, let's see, I'm looking down at my computer just so you know. Where do you take your esthetician exam, or where did you take it? So everyone in Illinois can go on the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation site, and literally you can go on the aesthetics portion and you can see through a PDF format that they have comprised of everything you need to know for your aesthetics exam, like testing site, what to bring, how long it's going to take, etc. It's a great resource to look over, and whenever you're getting ready, it tells you literally everything in this PDF, and I will link it there in the description box too, so you have it. And I took mine at a PSI testing center, so they're approved sites that are set forth by the, I think it's by the state board, like committee or whatever they're called. And these sites or testing centers is where you take your exam, and it's a proctored exam. So someone's like watching you, so you're not cheating and stuff. So I took mine in Springfield, and again, it took me like 2 hours just to get there because I was living back home at the time. So I literally had to like factor in the drive time and just time for me to like study and the drive back. So it was an all day event. Like I left like at 10:30 in the morning. I got home like at 8 or 9 o'clock, only because I had car trouble on the way back. Like my tire almost went flat. It was really crazy. So yeah, that's where I took mine, and all throughout Illinois you can take yours. So there's a lot of testing sites in Chicago. There's some in Central Illinois. There's some in, Southern Illinois. There's tons of places where you can take it. So it's very feasible for you to take your exam. But just keep in mind, last year I could have taken mine closer to home, but since there was like literally a pandemic, I wasn't able to like take it closer to home. So I had to go out of my way 2 hours away just to take it. So yeah, that's where I took mine. And let's see, next question. What happens if you fail your exam? So this is a really good question. Thanks whoever asked this. I will have to look back and check to see who exactly asked this, but this is such a good question because, you know, we're all freaking humans. Like we can probably fail an exam here and there. And this is like no other exam too. Like shit happens. So what happens if you fail it? You literally have up to 3 chances to take it again. So don't beat yourself up if you do fail it. It's okay. You know, don't be so hard on yourself, but take it as a learning lesson to really study the things you did not understand, so you can go back into it and really score highly the second time, so you feel very confident in the material that you work so hard in during school. So again, you have up to 3 chances, but if you fail on the 3rd chance, you have to take an additional 80 hours in aesthetics classes or continuing education, and you have to show proof to the testing facility, I think, or the state board, just so they're aware that you did all the things you needed to do to retake the exam again. I'm almost 100% certain that's what it is, but don't quote me on it yet. I will link the correct information in the description box in regards to that. And I think it's in that PDF that I mentioned before earlier. So yeah, up to 3 chances. If you fail it on the 3rd time, then you have to retake continuing education in terms of like 80 hours in that space, and you have to show proof. So again, try not to fail it the first time because you have to work really hard in school. So why would you fail? But if for some reason you do, shit happens, I get it. Like last year, I completely understand. Like I was at a point thinking I was going to fail because I procrastinated because I was so depressed because of the pandemic, thinking my career was going to be like nothing anymore. But again, up to 3 chances. So don't sweat it all the way yet and do your best. But yeah, next question. How long do you have to take your exam? So you have 90 minutes to take your exam, which is, I think, more than enough time to take an exam like this. And it's, you know, it's pretty easy in terms of time if you know your stuff. For me, it took me 10 minutes because I was like, you know, very meticulous about everything. But you have 90 minutes, an hour and a half to take this exam. So I think it's plenty of time to take an exam like this, considering there's really interesting material in here that can be kind of hard to understand in terms of the way they write it. Or when they write out the questions. So I think 90 minutes is plentiful unless you did not study or, you know, just are not understanding the questions for whatever reason, then this probably is not going to be enough time. But from my experience and from others as well that have taken the exam that have told me when they've studied and done their due diligence to really understand the material, they have said 90 minutes is more than enough time, because I've heard people take their exam in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So again, it's pretty good if you understand the material. So this wraps up all the questions. I didn't want to make a long video and just, go on a rant about everything because I wanted you to just have everything in a digestible format so you can get out there and study and be very prepared for this exam. So you're not wondering at the last minute like myself, what do I need to do? I highly recommend prepping for your state board while you are in school. So keeping a book or like a notebook of everything that could be on the aesthetics exam is really, really helpful. What I did for my, week, but technically it was like 4 days before I studied, 4 days that I studied before the exam, was I wrote out every single chapter that I knew was going to be hard for me in specific like quadrants. So I had 3 of them, and each quadrant had specific chapters that I knew I was going to be like really not sure what was like going on. So I made sure to brush up on those. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it helps you. Don't be nervous. You can do this. It's not hard at all once you understand the material. And if you have any questions regarding state boards, feel free to reach out to me via Instagram at SkinChicaSam, or you can go on my Facebook and look up SkinChicaSam and send me a message there. Or you can send me an email too at SkinChicaSam at gmail.com. So thank you again for watching this video. I hope it helps you prep for your exams and you get the best score that you possibly can so you can be the best esthetician that you can be. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a safe rest of your week and day, and stay healthy. Bye.